I have created for myself countless goals for 2025. I just decided to make the goal of only spending $100 a month max. I really did not want to get anywhere close to that on anything outside of those major categories: gas, groceries, rent. And yet here we are. It is not even all the way through January by the time I'm filming this. It was mid-January when I saw countless videos on Instagram of overnight oats. And I am a very particular person. I don't go for just any ad I see. I saw this video. I am working on one of my evening goals, actually. So one of my decisions for this is I'm trying to watch what I eat and exercise better to take good care of my health. So we will see if this is actually taking care of my health, because I'm also trying to go with like less processed, and this is processed for it to be this fancy. But this was like, I think it was because it was my first box. I got 16. It was $48. Could have been $60. But that means it's a subscription. I can cancel any time, so I don't have to buy a second box. And it is advertised as it says, overnight oats. So we will see, but it's supposed to be a kind of oatmeal texture with 20 grams of protein-ish, somehow 21 apparently, but somehow of a sweet flavored something, and they use dates and something else as like a sweet sugar, a natural sugar for processing it. So it's supposed to be a healthy version of a shake, a protein shake, I guess, that you freeze or put in the refrigerator overnight. So I want to try this out and give you my thoughts. So let's go. This should come with the shaker bottle. I don't think you need their fancy thing. It should come with 16 packs, and I think because I did the subscriber, I get a free 17th. Okay, here we go. Finally, getting into this bad boy. Oh, I do love their packaging too. They're a pretty well-rounded company, I'd say. Okay, so as their videos showed, they packed it very similar to what I expected. This at the very top looks like is my subscriber exclusive. So I already knew on their website, oh, it says contains milk, good to know, that it is chocolate cake. So maybe we'll see that in the future. Okay, that was something I forgot about, but I wanted to double check. I'm not surprised, but it is good to know. They have about, it looks like 300 calories per. So for me, I've been tracking my calories and trying to track my macros, but right now it is a lot more of a calorie focus for me. And my breakfasts are 300 max. So if I eat this for breakfast, I should not be taking a school lunch, is my current plan. However, like I said, 20 grams of protein. I'm very, very, very excited. I'm going to show you this. Hopefully it lets you read some of those nutrition facts. Yeah, I'm very excited that it has that much protein, because I don't ever get 20 grams of protein in at breakfast. It also finally shows, nope, I still don't know how I make them. So if I have these oats in here, that was number 1. I chose, you get 16. They have, I would say, 20 to 30 flavors on their website, but I know that it's going to kill me if I try one and love it and I don't have another, but I don't want to get like 2 or 3. So 16 divided by 2, my brain, I'm a teacher, but it's off. I just finished the day. So I'm pretty sure that's 8. 8 times 2. So I got 8 different flavors, and I chose to get 2 of each kind. So if I love it, I have another one that I know I love. If I hate it, it's only 2. Life goes on. And then I get to try many without, yeah, it's my strategy. Anyway, so I got a dark chocolate sea salt, which this one only has 240 calories. I mean, yeah, 240 calories. And, oh, only 10 grams of protein. I really should have been checking that. So, depending on how much you actually care about the protein content, but 10 grams still isn't too bad. That's the exact same one, dark chocolate sea salt. I got their salted toffee, which I'm pretty excited about. This is $2.90 with 20 grams. Again, probably going to be a fan favorite, both in flavor and in quantity, like calories and protein. Also, they had fruit ones, they had cereal ones. I am not a cereal person, And if you're gonna give me the option of healthy but chocolate, I'm going to choose chocolate all the way. So chocolate satin pie, again, as I speak, 320 grams of protein. I'm okay with that. They're slightly out of order. Oh, no, that's the other chocolate satin pie. They have iced lemon loaf, cinnamon roll. It smells good. You can smell it from here already. Okay, I'm getting low enough in my box now that I see my shaker bottle. Again, that's not something they'd include in every package, but I get it because you wouldn't need it any other time than the first, especially from one person. So what I don't know, what I'm trying to figure out still as I look at these, is I don't know what I need to add. Do I just add water? Do I need to add milk? Okay, and now I'm seeing on every single package except for the subscriber exclusive, they do have this information. So, I want to show you. There we go. Now it focuses much better. My hand gets in the way. Got it. I pour milk for 8 ounces. The rest is overnight oats. Shake, let it chill overnight, which makes sense. Overnight oats. I finally put it together in my brain. And then shake again and grab it on the go. So it's an easy grab and go. You have to be prepared overnight. Also, when I saw oats overnight, I thought it meant like, you know, fancy oatmeal. But no, it's more like a shake, like a protein shake, I guess. I have chocolate chip cookie dough. This is 280 for 20 grams of protein. I have another chocolate chip cookie dough. Also, it is crazy when you see it all at once to be like, oh, this is a lot. This will last me probably about a month because I would prioritize this for school days, though I know if I fall in love with them, I'm gonna do it on the weekend too. So, chocolate peanut butter banana. Again, I feel like this would be great to just make at home. These are pretty cheap ingredients for me to just buy at home, and I know that they're all good for me, especially if I get the good stuff. With the exception of chocolate, I'd add chocolate and that would be extra. So we'll see how all of these pan out. I am just really excited to see how they pan out. Oh, it says whey protein. Do they all have whey protein? No, cinnamon roll has plant-based protein. That'll be interesting to look at as well. Yeah, so 300 for 20 grams of protein. I don't know if I said that. Here's another one, the exact same thing. And then I'm gonna put my box on the floor because I'm running out of counter space here in this tiny house. I have, coconut cream pie. This was a last minute, like, I don't know what is my 8th flavor I want to add. That sounds good. I'm going to take a second, line these up, and put them in order by calories and protein so we can see them compared. We'll move on from there. So for our lineup, it looks like this, with these 4 all being the exact same, and then this one all the way over here. So the reason dark chocolate sea salt is all the way over here is because even though it has the least amount of calories, it has the least amount of protein as well, by half. It doesn't have by half calories. So protein per calories, this is the worst. These 3 are all tied at 300 for 20, which I would say is probably their average, including their special flavor that's not out yet. Now over here, we have 290 for 20, 280 for 20, 260 for 20, and 250. So technically, cinnamon roll is the best. Again, protein per calories. This is second best, and this I've seen on their website to buy individual. And then slightly worse, pretty average for them, and then their absolute worst over here. Now I say absolute worst, but that is depending on your goals. So maybe your goal isn't worrying about calories. Maybe you need more calories. That could be great for you. I'm trying to lose weight. Not everyone is trying to lose weight. I'm trying to lose weight by counting my calories. I know that doesn't work for everyone. Every body type is unique. I am still learning so much in this process as well. But from this angle, I'm still looking at them by my window. I just want to real quick read out what they say when it comes to, like I noticed the protein was different. So their best over here, their cinnamon roll, has cinnamon, maple sugar, plant protein, and more. So I can do a quick look of what that means. What stood out to me, because I did read their nutrition facts before I bought this, it's gluten-free whole grain rolled oats is their main ingredient, which makes sense, it's oats, right? They have pea protein isolate, which I guess is their plant-based, specifically for those that say plant-based. They have maple sugar, is probably their main sugar source. Again, it's the 3rd ingredient. But then they have date powder, chia seeds, which makes sense, flaxseed makes sense. Natural flavors, have no idea what that is, so that's kind of suspicious. Hemp hearts, interesting, don't know enough about that, should look into that. Ground cinnamon, makes sense. Himalayan pink salt, also makes sense. Monk fruit, also makes sense. So that is everything in their ingredient list for this. We don't know amounts of that. It's 8 grams of sugar, which is 6 grams of added sugars. So it's not sugar-free by any means, but how can you expect it to be sugar-free with all of these sweet flavors? And also, if it's sugar-free, it's probably gonna have aspartame or sucralose, which is just as bad for your body. So what I'm trying to pay attention to here is counting my calories, trying to get as much protein in my life as possible. So cinnamon roll had plant-based protein. Lemon loaf also says plant-based protein, and it advertises maple sugar, flax seed, and chia. So we already knew those were in the list, but it's advertising that for lemon loaf. For chocolate chip cookie dough, we have real chocolate, flax, chia, plant-based. Salted caramel, salted toffee, we have Vermont maple, Himalayan pink salt, whey protein, and more. So that is whey protein. So if you're, I don't know, would that be a vegan that's not vegan? Is that what whey means versus plant-based protein? Just be aware that's not plant-based. Chocolate satin pie, again, so now moving into their main categories, the worst for you, but average. Chocolate satin pie advertises cocoa, vanilla, chocolate chips, whey protein. Coconut cream advertises coconut oil, chia, flax, whey protein. Flavor and development, I can't see on their front, but I'm sure it's going to be very similar. Gluten-free whole grain rolled oats, protein blend, which is whey protein, maple sugar, cocoa powder, natural flavors, chia seeds, flaxseed, Himalayan pink salt, monk fruit. So that sounds about right. Chocolate peanut butter banana has cocoa peanut butter bananas, whey protein, again makes sense. And then their dark chocolate sea salt has real cocoa, chocolate chips, Vermont maple, plant-based protein, and more. So again, pretty much standard across the board. It's going to be whey versus plant, which it looks like is P for plant, which would be interesting to look into. So now I'm going to go shake one up. So I chose chocolate peanut butter banana. I chose this for a few reasons. One, because I wanted to use one of their original 300 calories, 20 grams protein. I think it's the best to put to the test. It's the average that they have. This uses whey protein. I don't need a plant-based protein, but I will test it out to see how that tastes as well. And because chocolate peanut butter and banana is a classic shake flavor. So I don't want my first one, though I'm excited, I don't want my first one to be thrown off by, oh, like why do I taste iced lemon, but this is supposed to be protein? Like this is weird. This is protein shake flavor. So we're gonna use this. Step 1, pour milk or milk alternative into the fill line, 8 ounces. Then add overnight shake. So here we go, lid off. Easy enough, definitely my first time doing it. That sounded sarcastic, but I mean it. So I also wanna check, nice. So they have, oh, it says spoon me and drink me. So if you wanna make it a shake, it wants you to put it at the 8 ounce line. Apparently if you're gonna eat it like oats, you'll be putting it at the 5 ounce line. So that is a very interesting observation. I'm glad I made that. Maybe I should try it as an oat form too, but I'm definitely gonna start by trying it as a shake form. Now I have a lot of foam at the top, so I just hand shook this. I don't think any of the foam will make it in here. I made about a cup, and a cup in ounces. This is ounces also weight, so I don't know if it means fluid ounces. It didn't clarify. So probably in weight, but then why would there be a line if it was in weight? I have so many questions when it comes to our messed up food system. And it doesn't help that I'm reading a book that talks, all about our messed up food system called, I don't remember what it's called. Ask me in the comments and I will find out. I will check it out. So I didn't have enough, but this is all foam that's left. This is definitely going to not be more than 8 ounces by the time it's done. Okay, I'm gonna set this right down there. I'm gonna set it down. So with the foam, it's over the line, but it's not really because foam takes up space. And then all it says is add, shake, put in the refrigerator. So, bring this open. This is what it looks like. It's all powder. All the oats is at the bottom. So when you pour it, it's at the top. So there's definitely still full oats in this, which I've heard people explain is a texture problem for them. So just be aware, like the oats aren't going to dissolve from what I understand. Here we go. Screw it on as tight as I can have it. There's definitely still wiggle room. It's at about that level there. So there's room for it to mix up, which is good. So I'm gonna call it quits right there. And here's the not so fun part. I have to be patient. I have to wait and wait and wait. And then in the morning, I need to make sure I don't eat anything else. I hope that I can feel the protein and I'm gonna feel full after I consume this, because I'm not gonna want to eat more food. That is definitely a problem I have, is I'm realizing that one of the reasons I haven't ever lost weight is because one, I haven't tried very hard, but two, I eat because I see food. I don't understand the difference between full and stuffed. So I just keep on going, and it's a problem. It's a real problem. So we'll see if this will help. We're gonna try. Here. Good morning. Obviously though, the reason I'm filming, the reason we're here, is for me to try my overnight oats. So this is what it looks like. If I'm completely honest, last night, probably about 2 or 3 hours after I put this in the refrigerator, I gave it a shake. And I really wanted to open it, but I didn't because I was just so curious. This is cold, not freezing. I mean, I'm here in South Dakota winter right now, so it's gonna be a lot colder outside than this is. They say to give it a good shake in the morning as well. Okay. I'm gonna just take it out for now. Here we go. I'm just gonna take out a chew, because there's definitely oats in there. Tastes a little powdery, so maybe more milk next time, or keep on mixing it more. But maybe it's just the powdery of the oats, I'm not sure. I mean, I like it. I can't quite tell if it's gonna be filling or not, but it feels like it will be. I've just barely consumed it, so I'm gonna pop this back in. I'm gonna take this to work, and I'll probably give you a rundown of what happened after that. So see you later. So here we are, like a week later. I'm using definitely a different camera. You probably can tell by the quality. We're moving on. I have used, I think, 2, and I'm about ready to start my 3rd today of overnight oats. I've actually figured out that they work best not at school, because at school, some teacher has donated to me a different protein shake that right now works better for me because it's lower calories, it has more protein, it actually has plant protein as well. No added sugars. Monk fruit extract is definitely the new, like, healthy sugar that a lot of health nuts are using. So that's why I noticed that in the overnight oats. I was like, this works. I'm cool with it. From my research so far, which is limited, I will admit, there's nothing wrong with monk fruit. It is natural. It's a great sweetener. So I'm cool with that. The biggest thing I would have to say truly is the amount of calories that overnight oats has and the texture. I said I found, it's called Owen protein shakes. They are shake consistency. They do not have oats in them at all. And for that reason, as well as, like I said, they have more protein and less calories, I prefer those. And then similarly, 300 calories for me is about a little bit under, but it's about a third of what I'm trying to consume in my whole time. And whether I've had my oats or even my protein shake, and I've had a good amount of calories of protein, not calories, grams of protein in my breakfast, I still end up hungry around 10, and I eat plenty for lunch. And then when dinner rolls around, I feel like I have to limit the amount that I eat, even though I am still hungry from the whole day. So I'm still working on figuring out what calories I'm allowed to consume. But for me right now, for the amount of protein it has, it's not worth the calories, whether it's the 300 or even the 240, 250. And as I pointed out, one of those that's the lowest calorie also doesn't have much protein. So even though it's lower calorie, it's not worth it enough for the protein. But taste wise, great. Ingredients wise, I think it's good. Vegan wise, as we've mentioned, there's a lot of them that have plant protein. You gotta be picky, but they're good. And I will also point out real quick, because I had to cut out some of what I had recorded, but I want to let you know that Oats Overnight has a really good online system. So once you've ordered your first thing, there's a door open to a whole bunch of more things you have access to. They have coffees that you can buy. There are other flavors that you can have. You can buy 4 of one pack of them specifically. So check out Oats Overnight, check out their website, check out other reviews specifically. It's not worth it for me. I just canceled a few hours ago my membership to do anymore, even though there were other flavors I wanted to try, because it's not worth the money for how I feel about it. And like I said, I've only used 2 or 3 and it's been over a week. So there's no way that I'm going to finish even the ones I have anytime soon. So that's what I have to say. I hope this video was helpful for you, or you just found it enjoyable to hear about what I've learned through this journey. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!